here's what I'm using. This is the, let's see, Echo Ion 2-3 weight with a 3-weight line and a Reddington Pursuit 4-weight rod, 8 foot, and we're just going to work this feeder creek and see where it takes us. I want to really just kind of work on this one section here where these bass were, and I'm limited in time, so I may have to call the live stream short. So I'm calling it a quick trip pond fly fishing, and let's just see what we can do. This is a feeder creek that normally runs year-round. There's some water always kind of flowing through here, but just because of this storm and whatnot, winter storm we had, we got some good runoff and overflowed the banks. And typically when that happens, there'll be some more fish getting stuck in this one hole or section of the pond. And I'm going to try using Flyrod, and this time the Guadalupana. I'd seen several bass in here the other day, not big ones, and I'm hoping I can get one of these guys to strike. And if not, we'll go back to the main pond, or at least the back pond is what I call it, and see if we can get one to strike. Water's really clear. I can see pretty good in the water, but I don't see any fish right now. So let's see if we can kind of entice one to come up. Okay, there's a little bluegill hitting it. Little bluegill. I was hoping that bass was still here. There's 3-4 bass that were caught up in here from the other day. Okay, let me try getting it up close to the undercut. Usually I can get something to pop over there. All right, now let's cross, go to the other side real quick. It's a little feeder creek, so real easy to kind of walk across here, and in this case kind of jump across, so bear with me, I'm gonna make a little quick jump. The other day it was all flooded from all the rain and whatnot, so here goes. There's the jump. I made it. Nice. All right, let's see if we can get these guys. There was some bass here the other day, got caught up here after the winter storm, and we do have another storm headed our way. It's coming, I think, Friday or Saturday. And I'm just going to work a Guadalupana, see if I can... Oh, there's a little guy looking at it. Looks like a little fingerling bass, maybe. There's a bass, or a bluegill. There's a bass. Got him. All right, nice. Thought these guys would at least stay here. And there's a nice undercut. So, all right, good start. Let's see, I'm on a golf course. No, I'm at a place called Bethany Lakes in Allen, Texas. And let's see, what's my biggest fish? 8-pound bass. Hi, howdy, howdy. Okay. Oh, wow, I put the fly on here, but I forgot to cut off the tag end. So let me get this undone. Okay, almost got him. All right, so we start out with a little bass right there. All right, catching them on a little 4-weight fly rod and a Guadalupana fly. And like I was saying, I forgot to cut the tag in. I was in such a hurry, but he still struck it. So look at this. This is the Guadalupana. I tied it in a size 14 streamer, curved streamer hook. Let's go fix that real quick. But all right, well, got a fish. There were 4, 5 the other day that were stuck in here, and let's drop something. And I was hoping they'd still be here, and sure enough, they were. I saw another one right behind it, but it could have been a sunfish. Okay, so bear with me here. I'm gonna get this tag end cut off. Went light. All I have is really little box of fly, little Altoid, mini Altoids box of flies, about maybe 3-4 flies as backup, and then the fly rod, and then this little nipper deal that's on my keychain that I keep. All right, and it's not a golf course. It's a set of lakes as well as a set of ponds as well as a feeder creek that runs through it in a city park here in the city of Allen, in Allen, Texas, here in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, or at least north of Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. And fished this the other day, but ended up having to cut the live stream short because for whatever reason, I lost connectivity. And then, well, they didn't want to go for a Senko. Man, I just had a turtle run with it. I didn't see that turtle. Bummer. Wow. Okay. All right. I saw some little bluegill sunfish, it looks like, looking at it. Okay. All right. Yeah, there's another one. That may be a little bass this time instead of a bluegill. Little guys. Let's see if I can work it under the undercut. This undercut is surprisingly holds some sometimes decent sized fish. I've been surprised what I've caught working that undercut. All right, I'm seeing some fish moving about now. It looked like mainly sunfish and bluegill, and they are coming out from the undercut. And I'm gonna try just kind of dropping this one just in front of where I believe one of the deeper sections of the undercut is. So let's see, I'm gonna bring it over here now. Okay, let's see. See if we can get them to come out. Okay, I'm just kind of dangling it right there, getting as close to the bank and see if I can get one to come out. I've gotten some fair amount of fish this way. Bluegill, sunfish, as well as bass. Okay, I'm seeing some little guys running about right now. Got a slight wind coming in from my left. Okay, I got it dangling just in front of the undercut. Come on, come on. Let's see if he'll come out and hit it. All right, this little Guadalupeana mimics little bait fish as well as maybe an emerging insect or something, but I find it's been pretty effective over the years. Works really well on trout, and it stems from a fly from the Guadalupe River made by Lefty Chavez, fly fisherman who tied these flies in a bigger size, and mine is just a variant of it, going with a size 14, size 10 hook, size 12, kind of mix it up some. All right, I think that's all I'm going to get out of this feeder creek right now. I was hoping those other bass were here, but they may be back down. So let's go over here to the mouth of the feeder creek as it goes into the back pond. But before we go there, let's drop at this one spot just to check it out. Okay, see if I can drop it there. Every once in a while, as I move this through, I'll get one to pop out and hit it. Okay, no, doesn't look like it this time. All right, let's go over here. And yeah, we're going to have another storm coming through here in the next few days. So I'm trying to take advantage of today's 60-degree temps and get out here and maybe catch another fish. I've already caught one now and released it, little bass. Here you can see the water's gone over the bank from the other day. It was past that and all, and it's really muddy. Shoot. All right, well, let me see if I can kind of navigate my way through the mud and see if I can just get to this money zone spot by the feeder creek, mouth of the feeder creek, right over here. See if I can get something lurking over here. All right, let's just kind of pop one out there real quick and see if we get something to come up and look at it. I did see some moving about here the other day. Water's really clear. Okay. Water is really clear, so I'm not sure how good or bad it'll be. I did see some bluegill over at the other pond kind of lurking nearby, at least near the surface, so that had me going. That's when the temperatures were much, much colder. Anything yet? I did catch one bass, little guy in the feeder creek. Now I'm just kind of playing around here in the other part just to see if I can get one to strike. If not, I think I may work my way around again to that area over there, because there's another shallow area that might warm up on us that might get a bass or two lurking. All right, let's just get that out there, maybe get it on the other side real quick, and maybe there's a bass lurking over there. I know there's some bass here that were moving about even though the temperatures were cold the other day. Let's see if maybe they've recouped a little and they're hungry again. No takers yet. Let's pop it out this way. All right. Let's go out that way. Trying to get it to the other side over there and see if I might get one of those bass that may be lurking over there by that one point. All right, let's go and run to the culvert. It's another deep spot that usually holds a bass or two and bluegill. Only thing is you got these turtles that like hanging out there too, and they'll just jump in the water and spook them. So let's see if I can kind of sneak my way over there real quick, see if I don't spook anything. Coming up on it now. They're the turtles. Y'all can see it out there. All right, clear my line. I'm gonna start off a little bit further back so I don't spook anything. They're the turtles, so let's see if I don't spook them. All right, I think I got something on my line. Nope, it's okay. All right, there they go. There's the turtles. Culvert's right in front of me. There they go. All right, I see some more turtles. I don't see any fish lurking about like they normally do, but water is a little murky over here. But let's just kind of work it slow. Come on, come on, come on, Ghost Rider. Could put an indicator on too, maybe. That might help if I'm fishing it slow like that. Yeah, let's do that. So far, one little bass. Bring this up. Another turtle coming up. And let's see, I got my little Altoids, the mini Altoids fly box. Actually, just bringing the mini Altoids in here. And I think I got a small thingamabobber in here. Right here. I normally like the cork strike indicator, but my backup deal here is normally, oh, wait a minute, it's the airlock. I think this one has a hole in it though. Well, let's see. I think it sank on me the other day. So with the airlock, all I do is kind of open this up and there's the O-ring. Okay, you lay the line in the gap like so, and then you put the O-ring back on, along with the little bolt deal or whatever, not bolt, nut. These are pretty cool, except I think this one has a hole in it. It sinks on me, ends up taking in some water. Right. All right, there's the airlock. Let's try it. See if we can get one of these guys that may be just kind of lurking down below. It's kind of like slow fishing maybe. Let's kind of dead drift it and see what happens. Water is murky. Normally I can see pretty close to the bottom this time of year. Let's bring it up close to the culvert. Nothing yet. All right, I'm gonna pop it across and see if I can get one over there maybe. And we'll just let it drift along. For this type of fishing, you pretty much just let the indicator and the wind and current give it all the movement. There's a hit. Something's tapping it. Very light tap. Could be those little bluegill. Let's give it a little something, something. Just kind of pull on the line a little. Got a little tap, it looks like. Let's see if he'll take it. Okay, doesn't look like he wants to commit. Let's go pop it out across again. Let's try there. Just kind of let it drift again. Come on, come on. Just let it drift. Had a slight wiggle. And usually in that case, it's that little guy, this little small bluegill and sunfish, just kind of tagging at it. Just let it drift along. No, no takers yet. Come on. All right, let's pop it out this way. Drift along. The slow, slow presentation. Let's do one more across. Right there. Let's see what happens. Just a slight quivering. Well, there's a turtle now. This turtle. Drag it slowly. Kind of drag it slow across. Okay, still no takers. All right, just doing a quick trip here. Really intending just to get out and get the line wet in preparation for this next storm coming through. I'll be probably getting some cabin fever here in a moment. Let's see. Hello from Puerto Rico. Hoping you have a great fishing session. Oh, yeah. It's always great to get out, even if I ain't catching anything. Well, I wouldn't say that all the time. But anyways, yeah, I'm having a great time. Quick trip. Don't have all day, but do have probably about 30 minutes, if not an hour, to play around before I got to call it. But hopefully we'll catch more than just the one little bass, little guy on Guadalupe. Okay. All right, let's go find another spot here real quick. So over there where we were, and you caught that one bass, it's over there by the feeder creek in that one hole that they tend to lurk, and went for this little Guadalupe fly. Oh, I forgot to tie off the tag in on the tippet ring. Let me go clear that off. And let's work our way across here, and you can see the pond is pretty much over its bank where it normally sits, and that is from all that rain and snow that we got here in North Texas. And things have warmed up again. We're back in the low 60s, and I'm anticipating that another round is coming our way this weekend. And so I'm like, let's go on and get out here. And what I want to try doing is a drainage deal up here, just at the end of my fly rod, just over there to the other bank. And that's usually a nice place to try seeing if there's anything lurking, as well as over here by this other culvert. Here, it's more like a shallow, flat section, gentle slope. And usually during different times of the year, it's bluegill, sunfish kind of lurking in here. And then come February during the bass spawn under these cypress trees, near the cypress knees, all along there, just look for those beds. And you got yourself a potential bruiser or two working that area. 2-weight, 3-weight. It's a 4-weight fly rod, but a 2-3-weight fly reel. It's a 4-weight Echo Eye or 4-weight Redington Pursuit. It's my beat up rod that I've been keeping nearby so I can do these quick trips. All right, got some duckies. You can see over here some of the debris when it went over the banks, and you can see down here where it's gone over the banks earlier this week. And then back over here is where I saw some bluegill kind of lurking about, even though the temperatures were in the 40s. I mean, it was still cold, chilly here. Okay, and I can just barely see the drainage, top of the drainage deal. So I'm going to see if I can cast this Guadalupe there and maybe get one, maybe a bass or bluegill that's still lurking there, waiting for a morsel to eat. Okay, just kind of drop it in there real quick. Okay, I just got it right on the edge where that drainage deal is. Just kind of let it drift slowly and see where that takes us. Don't see much movement. All the movement I saw so far has been over there by Feeder Creek. Who knows? There could be something lurking over here. Let it drift a little. Okay, nothing yet. All right. Okay. All right. Let's kind of work our way over now. Pop it out this way and see. May take it out a little bit deeper just to see, make use of this indicator, take advantage of. Okay. Oop, got the wind kicking up on me. Let's go pop it out a little bit further, see where that takes it. Try here, and then I want to go back over here by the other culvert that goes into the main pond and see if I can get something to strike over there. Usually there's something lurking over there because the water that's draining out of this pond goes through this drainage deal back under this sidewalk and takes it into the drainage deal. So yeah, let's go ahead and try that real quick. And on times, I've gotten a fish or two just kind of lurking right over there. So let's see if that's the case. All right, bear with me. We got some wind. I'm headed right into the wind right now. And then I got a couple of swans that are clobbering the area. I don't know if they're going to want to play or not. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Ah, great. Let's go this way and come around. Yep, these guys tend to be territorial, but if you just kind of walk along a little bit and just kind of mosey in there, they walk off. You just kind of walk along. They will chase you if you get crazy. Let's try right here. Okay, there's the culvert here. Two little culverts that's draining the back pond into this pond. I've been surprised by many a fish lurking right here. So let's see what happens. Okay, I started fly fishing about 6 months ago here. I use mostly streamers, live near shore. So, oh, nice. Love to be doing that. We're unfortunately here in North Texas. We'll go to the Galveston coast or Texas coast, go there by Galveston. It takes about 5 hours to get there here. Once or twice a year, hit the Texas coast. So that's my fix of saltwater fishing. The rest of it is mainly pond fishing as well as river fishing for freshwater fish. So, but hey, it's still fun. Come on. Let's see. Oh, there's a turtle. Turtle over there. He's looking at me. Howdy. Okay, so far just the one bass. Holy cow. Got to get more than one fish in this quick trip. I do remember catching some crappie here in the past, years ago. I haven't caught a crappie in a while, though, out of here. It's mainly been bluegill, catfish, and bass. And then this time of year, it's mainly bluegill and bass. Let's cut out to the left a little bit, see if anything's lurking here to my left. Can't tell if they want a lot of movement or not. So I'm just trying to take advantage of this strike indicator here and kind of work these deeper spots. And then after that, I'll probably take it off and start fishing it without the indicator and moving it more. Okay. Let's go back here. It's a little shallow area here that things tend to lurk. It's shallow, and then there's a hole right here, and it's basically based on all this junk that got worn off or runoff that got pushed into here. It used to be deeper. I think it was like 3 or 4 seasons ago when, what was it? Pretty big size flood deal going on. All right, let's go over here by the culvert, the other culvert. See if I can get something lurking over there. Maybe a bass, maybe not. And if that falls through, I'm gonna pull the strike indicator and we'll fish the shallows and see if something's wanting to strike that maybe kind of cruising the shallows. And then if that falls through, we'll go back to the feeder creek and maybe coax another one of those bass there to strike. Okay, let's see. Fishing is always fun. There's a lake of 41 minutes from home. It's full of peacock. Ooh, nice. Peacock bass on a Flyrod. I think that'd be awesome. Bear with me. I hooked the ground. All right, let's grab this. And this is it right here. The Guadalupeana, very simple fly. Easy tie. All right, and I tied it in a size 14 hook because I purposely was thinking that it's going to be small fish, as well as I use this for the stalker trout that, oh, well, I'm stuck again. The stalker trout that get stocked here in Texas, they normally go 9 to 13 inches. So a size 10, 12, or 14 fly is not an issue for them. All right. Let's go by this culvert and see if we can coax one of these bass out of there. Okay. Ooh. All right. I saw something, but I believe that was a turtle. Yeah, I think it's another turtle. I always thought turtles would hibernate or something during the winter, but no, apparently they don't. They're out and about like crazy. Let's just pop it over here. See if something's lurking here. Yeah, I may take the indicator off and just kind of let it sink instead. Yeah, let's take that off. Only had one little nibble thing to it, and then it gave up. So yeah, let's go ahead and take the indicator off and fish, just fish it wet. Okay, so I'm popping the airlock indicator, and let's go put it back in my mini portable quick trip fly box, little Altoids mini can. All right, and let's walk it this way to this area here, just by this other cypress tree, and work this shallow area. It's like a shallow flats area that as things warm up, fish will kind of come into this area and wait or look, cruise the area for food. And I'm hoping that maybe that's the case here. So let's get it started. All right, let me start out over here to my left, over there by the tree. We'll just kind of do these short pull retrieves. Yeah, it's definitely got more of the sun here, so maybe it's warmed up on us. And I'll just do these short pulls, and I'm watching the end of my fly line for any indication of a strike. Okay, let's go back out. Just kind of work it here. Nothing yet. Wait. I thought I felt a pickup. Yeah, I barely saw the line. Oh, he got off. Shoot, man. It was a very light pickup. I saw the line hesitate, and I didn't set the hook initially, but then I set it on the second hesitation, and that's what got him. But of course, I didn't sand him, so that doesn't count. Let's see if I can do it again. So I'm watching this end of my line, looking for a hesitation in the line, if not a pull on the line or quiver, shiver, whatever. And yeah, it was just a slight hesitation where something picked it up, and well, I missed him. Bottom line, I missed him. Let's see if we can get him to strike. Okay, all right. And I definitely use my fly line a lot to help me tell if I get a strike. I don't have my polarized glasses on. That's probably would have helped. Normally, I do bring polarized glasses, and I can also see into the water as well as see my line better. Just that basically early warning that you're getting a strike. Even a little small, subtle strike makes a big difference in getting that hook set. Sometimes they're not going to hit it hard. They're just going to, especially in these colder months, the strike may not be this vicious strike or one that you get during the warmer months. It may be just, well, your line just hesitating on you as you're bringing it in. Okay, so let's see if we can find something else to strike. It was on there briefly. It felt like a bluegill is what it felt like. I didn't get a glimpse of it. Okay, shoot. Okay, another hesitation. I set the hook right away on that one just because, well, hook sets are free. When in doubt, set the hook. So I'm going to try it again. I'm just doing it's one of these swinging retrieves like so, and I'm pulling on the line at the same time. And while all that's happening, I'm watching my fly line. And since I got a heads up that the strikes may not be these big strikes and whatnot, it may be just a light strike. I'm looking to set the hook if I see that hesitation. All right. Okay, so let's try it again. Just slow movement, keeping the line or keeping the fly moving, and I'm watching for a hook set. There we go. Oh man, I missed him again. That one actually came out a little bit too on me. Jeez. Okay, that's fishing. Let's try this again. Cast it out, slow retrieve back, just the swinging, pull the line as well as swing the rod and watch the line, end of my fly line, to see if it gets pulled forward or hesitates. Okay, nothing that time. All right, let's go back out this way. Okay, we'll try it again. Slow movement. Come on, fishy. Talk to Miss Smalls. Little subtle movement, sliding it back here. Line still moving steady. No hesitation, no pickups. And when I say hesitation, it could be that you're just bringing in the line and then it just stops, even though you're still bringing in the line. What that means is, as you were bringing in the line, the fly got hit by the fish and he came in on you. So there's that hesitation. And so if you immediately set the hook, sometimes you'll get them, sometimes you won't. But hey, at least you had an indication that something was going for it. So let's see if we can get them to do it again. Let's see. Okay, I thought you had it. Yeah, I thought I had it. It's fishing though. It's not catching, it's fishing. Oh, we heard all that excuse. Dang it, you just want to catch the fish. All right, yeah, it's fishing. It's, the sun, the wind, the nature and all that, but you still want to catch a fish. At least that's my personal opinion. Because yeah, it is being nice outdoors, but sure is nicer when you got a fish on the line. All right, let's go. Well, at least I got one so far. Little bass on the size 14 Guadalupana. Okay, I'm watching again for any hesitations. Steady retrieve, or at least steady presentation coming in. And it looks like no takers here. Water's about maybe 1 foot to 2 foot deep here. With the water being up, maybe add another foot to that. And this time of year, there's not as much of that greenery that hugs the bottom. So you have a little bit more leeway in working your fly. There's a lot of times where during the summer months, it just gets too much junk in the water and you just can't fly fish. So instead, I'll still fly fish, but I'll throw on a foam spider, foam grasshopper, some kind of dry fly variant, and I'll work the pockets, because there'll be some pockets in all that greenery and algae or whatever you want to call it. And sometimes just by casting your fly there is enough to just oh, there's a pickup. He picked it up slightly. That one, he picked it up. I saw the line come up. Anyways, yeah, sometimes just being able to get your fly into those holes and gaps during the summer months, and you're able to still fly fish. In fact, maybe that's the only fly or fishing you can do in this particular pond at times, because it's so clobbered with all that greenery. You go with your traditional bait casting as well as spinning gear, and all you'll be doing is taking a lot of that junk off. Oh man, it's like 3 missed hook sets already. There he goes. There he goes. That was just a little guy. And that was just a slight wiggle on the line, and I actually felt the pickup. Okay, there it is. A quick trip. Got 2 bass so far. They're not the biggest, but they count. And hey, I still like catching these guys. I'm still in the quantity versus quality phase. All right, let me get this guy off, and then we'll get him back in the water so he can grow bigger, and maybe, who knows, I'll catch him again sometime when he's much bigger. All right, but yeah, this place, I don't believe has been stocked in a while, but it does have a pretty good population of bass that continually spawned over the years, to where I believe we got at least a decent amount of fish in here to catch. And a lot of folks do catch and release, so there is the opportunity to catch a bass that's been caught many times. I do find that going with flies, smaller flies, as well as going with bait finesse gear, ultralight bait finesse, or ultralight bait casting, I call it, I tend to do better in these community lakes versus going with traditional bass fishing gear and with larger size flies and whatnot. And it's mainly because these places are highly pressured. A lot of fishermen come, and I think fish get used to seeing these larger lures. So you give them a different lure, fly, or whatnot that's different. That could make the difference in all the world between them striking and them ignoring it on you. Okay, let's see if we can get another one to hit. Okay, short pull retrieve, watching the line still. Okay, short pull, just like so. Noticing that they do want movement. Tried the indicator, didn't get much of a strike. And so far in this spot, gotten about 3 takes, and then finally got one on. And let's see, of the 3 takes where I missed them, one was on briefly, the other 2, a swing and a miss, basically. Swing and a miss. A couple of them were just that hesitation in the line is what told me to set the hook. All right, so we're going to keep trying it here real quick. All right, and again, this is not going to be a long live stream. I don't have much time. Kind of limited this round because I've got, I got some other stuff I got to do, and I just wanted to do at least wet a line before the next winter storm hits us, because it's coming. There's another one here. I've been using trout magnets here in Port. Oh, those are nice. Yeah, trout magnets. I do like trout magnets. Caught a decent bass on a trout magnet February of this, February 2024 at another one of these ponds. I was trout fishing, and the nice sized bass came up and struck. I think that was the first bigger sized bass I caught in 2024, and it was on a little trout magnet. I was fishing it on ultralight bait casting gear, BFS. That's my other thing. I do a bunch of different fishing styles, fishing methods, and fly fishing, as well as ultralight bait casting, just because it was pretty fun casting and catching things on such a light gear and using those. He picked it up. Another slight pickup. Catching these guys on that ultralight gear and being able to just kind of present something different to the bass and other fish that have been used to just seeing traditional size. There he goes. Oh, can't do that on a quick trip, you know? You got to hook everything. It's all right. 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 It's fishing, man. It's supposed to relax you. We're good. We're good. You know? Yeah. It's supposed to relax you. So there's this time over there on the Blue River, Oklahoma. Fishing winter. Temperature went from below freezing to above freezing in about an hour. And I had this hundreds of trout all around me feeding, sipping on some kind of thing that was hatching that I could not see. And I went through my fly box. I had 2 fly boxes with me, about 100 flies on them, or in them. And I went through every single fly and got none. I had maybe 2-3 strikes or looks, but no. And then later on, I got this DVD from the Blue River Fly Fishers that explained what that was. And it was talking about a certain midge pattern that uses a black thread, Dacron tying thread, size 20, size 22 midge hook or hook. And you tie this little midge with a little piece of white. There we go. White Antron. That was another one of those hesitation strikes. All right, it's a blue gale. All right, cool. And that's what I learned was certain time of the year, when the temperatures go from below freezing to above freezing, there's this one insect or some bug hatch that occurs. That's the small size 20, 22 size midge that's all they're going to eat. And that's what they were doing. They were just eating these tiny midges, and everything I had was not that pattern. So lesson learned. What do you think I carry in my fly boxes when I fish now? I have at least a size 20, 22 midge of that pattern, and that has helped many times, especially when I come to that situation where temperature's gone from below to above freezing, and I see these trout actually sipping at something just under the surface, and they're taking this fly, or at least they're feeding on this insect. So yeah, the only hard thing though is keeping a decent sized trout on your line using that size 20, 22 hook is very hard. All right, let's see if we can get them to do it again. Let's see. That last one was a hesitation to line. I set the hook. All right, and that's pretty much been all the ones I've been getting so far. So just dragging it slowly. I can see my line, end of my fly line. That's what I'm really keeping an eye on. And it's where the fly line meets the leader. And I'm using that as an indication of a strike. And it could be it going forward. It could be the hesitation, or actually going backward, or it could be the hesitation. It could be all kinds of stuff. But bottom line, I go by the rule of thumb, when in doubt, set the hook. And that seems to work because like the other motto is, hook sets are free, hook sets are free. All right, let's try this again. All right, little short pulls. Okay, now let's kind of do this dragging, slow retrieve. Okay, I don't see any hesitations. I don't see any indication right now. And after a while, you'll get used to it. You'll just see something just doesn't seem right in the line. And so there's been times where, when in doubt, I'll just set that hook and just see what happens. And just see what happens. Okay, just kind of drag it in again. Okay, and yeah, when you see that hesitation, and the reason why I know that is usually the case. I fish some of these clearer waters, especially the feeder creeks, and you'll see these little bluegill, little bass, just kind of tap at your line. And when they're hitting it, as you're bringing it in, you'll see the line go slack or hesitate is what I mean. And that's what I mean by, or that's what's happening when you see your fly line as you're reeling it in or retrieving it in slowly. And you see that hesitation. What he's done is he struck it, and now he's caused the line to go slack. And to me, set the hook and see what happens. So let's try that again here. So bluegill here in the shallows, working Bethany Lakes here in the city of Allen, just north of the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. This is the City of Allen Fishing COAF Field Team channel. We also host a podcast, realcastfishing.net. And you'll probably hear this version. It's on Spotify at some point. I've got several other ones I got to edit. And I just moved our podcast to Spotify because I do like the ability to also include video in Spotify. Previously, our other host only did audio. So sometimes I'll be out here doing this, and well, there's some things that I'm saying about what I'm showing you, and it may throw a few folks because you can't really see what I'm talking about. So I kind of like that Spotify format. Do check it out, Realcast Fishing on Spotify. And it's basically a partnership with COAF Field Team, City of Allen Fishing Field Team. All right. Right now, I'm the only one on the team. There used to be 5 of us, but they got married. They got kids. They moved away. They got other jobs. I figured eventually they'll come back to fishing. Shoot, missed it. They'll come back to fishing once they get out of that phase where you got to take the kids everywhere because of whatever sports, school activities. Basically, when they go empty nesting, they'll come back. They all come back. You know what I mean? All right. Well, I said we only had a few, like an hour or so, or 30 minutes or an hour. I'm going to try this cast here, finish this one out, and then let's go to the feeder creek, finish out over there, see if we can get another one of those bass that are lurking over there. If you have just joined, just be aware I will be reposting this in an edited form, both on the YouTube channel, COAF Field Team, as well as on our podcast, realcastfishing.net. And yeah, do stay tuned. And we are on Spotify. I think we're on some other stuff too that ever feeds to it, but Spotify is the one that has the video portions of it. And yeah, it's just been recent. Just started that this past week, in fact. All right. So you can see where the water is over the banks, starting to get back to normal. Where those signs are that are in the water, the bank normally goes past that by another foot or two. So it's definitely above the banks. And let's go ahead and try over here real quick. And then let's go to the feeder creek. So we're going to work the mouth of the feeder creek and see what happens. And then we'll go to the feeder creek and work that one spot where I caught that one bass, and where earlier this week there were there were more bass. But I figured since everything's kind of receded a little bit, it may be out of there now. Let's try here real quick. This is an area that's flooded. Maybe let me get it out past the sign and see if I can work one in, maybe. Who knows? Who knows where the cold wind blows? Watch for a strike. A lot of junk here. May need to go ahead and go back to a spot that doesn't have near as much junk. It's pretty shallow. I can see the bottom. We'll work it a little bit faster too, just to keep it off the junk. Nope. All right, let's go back this way. All right. So yeah, normally the water is a couple of feet past these two signs. All right. So all we're doing now is just kind of seeing if we can get something to strike here. I think we've gotten, what, 3, 4 fish maybe? Not a bunch of numbers, but hey, it's a quick trip, and getting us a chance to get around to fishing in before this weekend and this next storm arrives, because it's going to be brutal again. I think it's going to be, for here, Texas, and 20s and single digits is kind of cold, especially for this Texan. Me likes a little bit warmer weather. All right. Let's work it in. Here I'm just going to do a short pull retrieve. I'm still using the line as an indicator, but I'm just doing the short pull just to see if I can get one to strike. Okay, there's a turtle over there messing around. All right. See if I can get it across to the mouth of the feeder creek area. Take out some line. Okay, let's pop it. No, didn't like that one. All right. Too close to the concrete section. And there's a turtle here. Get turtle out of the way. All right. Okay. There we go. That's where the current kind of pushes in nicely. So let's see if I can take advantage of that current. See if I can get one of these fish that may be lurking there for a bite. Yeah, I've caught a number of fish out of this feeder creek, or the mouth over here. Main thing is you got to walk up to it slowly so you don't spook them, because if you walk up too fast, you definitely will spook them. And then you lost your chance at getting at least a cast or two into them. Okay, let's move on to the feeder creek, and then we'll call it quits. Yours truly got some other things he's got to knock out, unfortunately unrelated to fishing. Okay, all right, and I am using that size 14 Guadalupe. And it's been working on the smaller size fish so far. I haven't caught any substantial size ones, or bruisers as I call them. There is the Guadalupe. But maybe just want to catch a fish or two. All right, that's Feeder Creek. And I've gone here during the summer months and brought my micro fly rod, and I've caught bluegill and sunfish that I use for live bait fishing on my ultralight bait caster, BFS. Let's see, let me walk up slowly here. Okay, something's hatching. See some bugs hatching. Don't see any sunfish or bluegill in this section, but earlier they were up there. Okay, let's just walk up slowly. Okay, just kind of work it in here real quick and just see. Here I'm pretty much sight fishing. I can see my fly in the water. I can actually see all the way to the bottom. Okay. And earlier there were a bunch of little bluegill and whatnot over here on the other side just by the undercut. Okay, there's one looking at it, 2 looking at it. Little sunfish. I think they're bigger. I don't know if they can handle this fly. Let's try it again. Yeah, I don't think they can handle this fly. But there was a bass there earlier. I thought I saw that might be a candidate for this. More little guys looking at it. Yeah, more little guys. All right, let's try that. Nope. Let's try again. No takers there. Come on. I got it right near the undercut. Letting it sink, and I can see it slowly dropping. Yeah, it's a little guy, little bluegill. let's try one more spot over here by this bridge. Although it's really shallow, there's one section that is surprisingly not deep, but deep enough. In there, there's an undercut that I've caught some sunfish where they just run out of this little hole. All right, so let's see if that's the case. May not be the case, but hey, we're here and we might as well try it. And you can see it's really shallow, but right up here, I'll just kind of work my way. I've caught fish in here before, these little guys. Actually done some of that micro fishing where I use get this size 32 hook, and I've caught some fish in that manner. Let's see. Oh, the undercut's covered. These leaves have really clobbered it. I don't think we're going to get one to hit there, but let's see. So what I'll do is I'll kind of drop it right here in front of this one spot. And believe it or not, sometimes there's a little sunfish or two kind of lurking right in that hole. They'll come out of the undercut and hit it, but all these leaves are kind of clobbering everything right now, so I don't think I'm going to get one that way. So let's go and cast to the other side and see if I can get it at least up here. See if one will run out. No. All right. Oh, it was worth a try. Okay. All right. Let's go back to the feeder creek. We'll do one last go before I have to call it quits. But I do appreciate you guys joining today for well, I call it pond fly fishing quick trip. 30 minutes to an hour, maybe slightly more depending on how it goes. I do get pulled into some other stuff that I've got to run and take care of, so that's why I didn't do a full live stream. But hey, I just wanted to engage with you guys and let you see what I'm seeing, at least before the next storm arrives. All right, okay, let's go over here real quick. Jump across real quick and try from the other end. From the angle of the sun, I got a better view of what's down below. So let me jump across real quick again. Okay, all right, let's see. And I'm standing off about 15 feet back. Oh, there's a bass. 15 feet back, there's my shadow, and I'm on a hill-like deal overlooking it. Okay, there's a bass lurking there, but it's a little fingerlinger. A fingerlinger. Let's see if I can get his attention. Okay, fly's dropping just to the left of him. Oh, he's ignoring me. Go figure. Denied. Wow. Did not want to play. Wonder if it's the one I caught earlier. Let's see. Drop it again. Drag it slow. Okay, there's a little sunfish coming behind it. Bluegill. He's running up to it now. No, he's little. Let's go back here. I don't think he's can handle the hook on this one. Oh, there's a bass going to it. I think, no, that wasn't a bass. Oh, there's a bigger bass though. Oh, he just swiped at it. Oh man. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. That's why I was saying I had a better angle from up here to see. Okay. So there's a slightly bigger bass in there that was actually chasing some other fish. Oh, there he goes again. All right, let me move back. Okay, he's chasing the other fish right now. Yeah, he's definitely chasing the other fish. It's got him going the other way now. Okay, he did do one look at the fly and then kind of turned away. All right, see if I can get it back in there again. Come on, come on. Let's end it with another fishy. Okay. Oh, wait, I see something this way. Let's go this way. See if I can get somebody's attention here. Let's do a little shaky shake retrieve. No takers there. Okay. Let's take it up past everything and then I'll bring it in. Okay. Something chasing some bluegill real quick. Nope. I don't know where that one went. Okay, let's go back here. Okay. I'm going to take it down the head of the little pool or run. And I'm going to try paralleling the bank here. See if I can get him to strike. See if I can get him to jump out from that undercut. No, didn't go for it. Man. All right, I'm gonna move back and see if I can locate him. Maybe he's out here now. Okay, it was weird. It was like nothing, all quiet, and then this bass came in and just started running everybody away. All right, okay. Let's keep doing this. Yeah, I think he's denied me. All right. Well, hey, appreciate y'all guys joining today. I'll get the edited version of this out so you can skip all the the edited version that I'll be posting on the Spotify deal. And then other than that, appreciate you guys joining, and maybe you can come back again and we'll engage with another one of these little live stream, mobile fishing live stream dailies. All right, all for now. Next time I'll catch y'all there. Good luck and good fishing.